Today we're in Ypsilanti on Harriet Street. We're out here doing 8-inch water main. This project is for the city of Ypsilanti. For me, I'm out here working with intercity contracting. To really start with this project is we have to open up all these holes. We have sewer leads and we have water services. With these sewer leads, it becomes a little bit more tricky because a water service, we can move our line. We have a little bit more room to play with. But these sewer leads, we can't move at all. They are gravity fed, so our depth and our running line is really dictated off of what those sewer leads are at. Some of the challenges that we had on this one was, to start, we had the existing water main, which was really close to our running line. Our new center line, it's about 3 feet off, so we run the risk of potentially fracking out that water main or damaging it. Even if we are keeping our exact 3 feet of separation, we still run that risk, and it's something that we have to be very cautious of. The sewer leads as well, on the first shot that we had done, they were a little bit shallower, so we had some conflicts there. We had to just adjust our depth a little bit differently than what we had thought. But for these, it's really just making sure you're staying on your center line, keeping your distance from the water main, and your depth is going to change up and down. Another challenge that we have with the Certalock, the C900, is the correction that we can get on it. 8% errata is what we can get. So different to HDPE, where we can't just drill it, get a bunch of correction. We have to have a pretty straight and level line to make this work. So the way that the C900 Certalock is set up is we have 20-foot sticks here. What we did is we opened up a pit at the end that's 24 feet long. We use that pit to put the reamer on, but we also use that pit to do what's called stabbing the pipe. What we do is we are going to individually build up 20-foot sections and pull the 20 feet and then add another stick. The way this Certalock works is on the spigot end, there's a hole that goes through it on the bow and the spigot end to allow us to put a locker inside of it. So what that locker does is keeps that pipe from pulling apart when we're pulling the pipe with the drill. The Certalock, and even going to a ductile iron aspect, is a lot more difficult to drill than what a HDPE or a poly water main is. What this means for us is it takes a little bit more time, but it's opening up all of our pits and actually having a plan for how we are going to shoot this in the depths. The main aspect for this is working with the general contractor on opening these up efficiently, but also correctly so it favors them for when they go to do the services. We want to drill it in. We want to drill it in straight. We want to drill it in level. So when the service guys come in to do the taps, that C900 doesn't crack, it doesn't break. Because if we don't drill it in straight and level, there's going to be a lot of pressure on that pipe. And when you go to tap in for that service, the C900 has a really common tendency just to crack, and it will crack that entire 20-foot section. So for us, quality is a really important aspect, because if we just rush and don't do it the right way, we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot, and it becomes more issues down the road, and that's what we're trying to stay away from. We did a shot yesterday. It was about 300 feet, and today it was 200. This was a much shorter shot than what's usual, but it's still pretty early in the day. We're gonna try to push to get the second shot done. We'll see. I have about 440 feet remaining on this street before we're done, wrapped up. Everything is on track to go really well. We're right on schedule with where we thought we would be at. Should be all wrapped up, and once we can get all of these guys to get their connections done, the paving company can come in and get everybody a new road, and then we'll be out of here for good.